Hello everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to have problem number 12. Write a program that takes a number and prints the following descending number pattern. Previous lesson we take ascending, and this lesson we'll take descending. Okay, for example, if the user insert number 5 also, the output should to be opposite this time, descending 5 5 5 4 4 4 3 3 3 2 2 2 1 1. Okay, so let's go to Visual Studio to see how we're gonna convert these requirements into code. It's exactly same like the previous problem. We're just going to change a little bit in the logic. Same also logic. A little bit we'll make it minus minus instead plus plus the I, and we change the name of the procedure, and that's it. So let's go to Visual Studio to see how we did it. All right, this solution of problem number 12. Write a program that takes a number and prints following descending number pattern. Let's do run first to understand how the program looks like. It's same exactly like the previous problem, but print the numbers from up to down, starting from 5. Please insert a number. Let's say number 5. Perfect. 5 5 4 4 3 3 2 1. As you saw it on the slide. All right. What we have get positive number in the beginning. You already know it. Let's open it. Perfect. Same exactly like the previous problems from the previous course. This function with us from the previous course. It's already one of our family. This function, right? Get positive number. And after that, we have the same procedure from the previous lesson, but we changed its name. It was print ascending number pattern. Print descending this time number pattern. It takes the value same. Let's open it. Also same the logic, but we change it a little bit. For example, here we were say integer I equal 1. In the previous lesson, we said integer I equal 1 because we want to start from 1. First print number 1, and after that 2, 2, and after that 3, 3. But this time we want to start from 5. We print first 5, 5, 5, 5 times number 5, and number 4, 4 times, and number 3, 3 times, and so on until number 1, 1 time. So what we will do, we say integer I equal value. We take the value that's stored inside the value variable, and we assign it to the I. And the value variable, its value from where it will bring it from the user through the console screen. I just now did run, and I insert number 5. Number 5, the compiler will take it, store it inside value. You already know these things, right? So value is stored inside number 5. We will take it, we'll assign it to I variable. So I already now store inside number what? Number 5. And after that, compiler will go to the nested while loop statements. While I greater than equal 1, greater this time, not less than, greater than equal 1, that's true because I store inside number 5, and we take its value from value variable, and value variable will take its value from the user through the console screen when we insert number 5. All right, so 5 greater than or equal 1, correct. The compiler will go to the second while loop. While the second while loop would say while j less than or equal I. That's true because j we assign here. Once the compiler go inside the first while loop, we define integer type. We say j equal 1, like the previous problem exactly. So when we come to the second while loop and we check its condition, while j less than or equal I, j represent number 1, which means 1 less than or equal 5, because I is represent number 5, and we take its value as we said from the value variable, and the value variable takes its value from the user through the screen. So the second while loop condition is true because 1 less than 5. Go inside the second while loop and print for us C out less than I. I represent what now? Number 5. So print for us number 5. And J plus plus. J already represent 2. 2 less than 5, yes. Print for us again number 5. C out less than I. It will remain 5 until the second while loop condition statement become false, and after that we will decrease the I by 1 by using minus minus operator here out. So 3 less than 5, correct. Print for us for the third time number 5. And j plus plus, j already represent 4. 4 less than 5, correct. Print for us for fourth time number 5. And j plus plus, 5 less than 5, no. 5 equal 5, correct. So print for us for the last time number 5, and go out of these second while statements, /n, c out less than /n, new line, I minus minus. Why? Because we want the compiler when get back again to check the first while loop statement. We want this time compiler print for us the next number 4. So I minus minus, I already represent 4. 4 greater than 1, still greater than 1. Go inside the first while loop statement and execute the lines of code inside it, and so on until these conditions of the while statement become false. And here in the main function, we just call the same procedure like the previous lesson. Print descending number pattern. We put in its parameter get positive number. Let's do run for the second time just to check it. If we insert, for example, this time number 7, perfect, 7 7 7 6 6 6 5 5 5 until 1. That was the problem of today. Problem number 12. It was about write a program that takes a number and prints the following descending number pattern, not ascending, descending this time. All right. So that was the lesson of today. See you next time, next problem.